So here we have the Ford Fiesta Titanium X on a 17 plate. I'm going to start off by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. But from the outside you can see that it's a 5-door car with alloy wheels and tinted windows. Let's start off inside the boot and then work our way around the rest of the car from there. So as we approach the back of the car, you'll see we've got reversing sensors. This car's also got a reversing camera, which I'll show you when we're inside the car. Plenty of boot space as well, along with that 60/40 split folding rear seat. Okay, so we're just going to work our way back round to the front of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. But now that we've done a full circle of the car, you can see it's in lovely condition the whole way round. Just briefly before we climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. You get full leather seats, as you can see. There's plenty to run through on the dashboard, so let's hop in and we'll do that now. Okay, so now we're inside the car. We're going to start off with the dials. On the left hand side we have the rev counter, and on the right hand side the speedometer. At the bottom in the middle you can see the fuel gauge, and then above that the total miles on this car are 12,027. You can change information that's displayed there by pushing a button on the end of the indicator stalk, and there's various different pieces of fuel economy information available to you, all the way back round to the beginning again. If we back out to the steering wheel, on the right hand side we have cruise control, and on the left hand side we have stereo controls as well as voice activation for the phone. So hit that button in the middle, ask it to dial anyone in your contacts list. It'll do that for you without you having to take your phone from your bag or pocket. That is, of course, once you paired up your phone, and that's done over on the central screen area here. So the stereo system and the screen directly above it. Now before we come back to the phone, you can see this car's got FM radio. Every push of the radio button on the main unit will give us a different band, including DAB, digital radio, and of course AM as well. If you want to listen to your own music, you've got a CD player at the top of the unit just here. And as you can see on the screen now, you have USB connection, or once you pair a phone, you can stream your music wirelessly via Bluetooth audio. I mentioned this car had a reversing camera. You can see that just there, so it's a full color image. And on top of that, you've got satellite navigation up on this screen as well. There's a full video showing the satellite navigation working on our website, which is well worth checking out. That's the main unit just there, and the buttons I was using to access various things are there, and the main stereo volume is this dial in the middle here. Below that we've got climate control. So you can adjust the fan speed on the left, temperature on the right. Once you're happy with those settings, hit that button to turn the air conditioning on, or hit auto, and the car will maintain 16 degrees for you by adjusting the fan speed itself. You can override that by readjusting the fan speed and take it to whatever setting you like. This car's also got stop and start. You can turn that off by hitting that button. So the car is designed to cut out in traffic to save you fuel. Hitting that button, as I say, will turn that system off. Below that we have a heated passenger and driver seat. There's two heat settings on both seats, a 5-speed manual gearbox, and then finally the 12-volt charging socket and the USB input that I mentioned a moment ago. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car in person and have a test drive, please feel free to call any of our MJA sites. We'd love to hear from you soon.